Welcome back, my friends, to our LSAH campaign. For those of you that don't recall, make sure to check out the previous episode. The situation we find ourselves in now is we do have just a few of those Stug tanks left, and we're essentially going to try to power on through here past the enemy lines. Now, we've already got Ordivka under our control, but obviously there are areas here, like the houses, that we don't. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is essentially get started here, send the infantry ahead of the tanks, and we'll take a look and see even how many tanks we have. I don't think it's many, but we'll take these guys, and we do want to go ahead and be the ones being aggressive on this particular battle. So I'm already going to go ahead, order those units forward. Let's take a look here. All right, we got a few tanks. 1, 2... Some people are going to get annoyed with me. They're going to want me to call these assault guns. 3. So let's take... All right, Stugali is immobilized. So one of these guys is immobilized. I will go ahead and fast move. Hopefully the guy that can move, I think he could be the one immobilized as well. And we'll see what happens. So let's take our tanks and fast forward here. We don't have nearly as many as we'd like. Hopefully it'll be enough to take the Soviets out in this area, but it's going to be a tough fight. All right, guys, as always, we'll come back when the battle begins. Alright, guys, well, it started. It didn't start the way we wanted to, frankly. One of our tanks, the crew, pretty much just abandoned the vehicle for no reason. It looks like our infantry is right now pretty much doing all of the work here, targeting these enemies here. We do have 2 tanks, Stola and one other, that are right here where we want them. But I'm actually going to put Stola right here in a defensive posture, hopefully. Start targeting those enemies near the house. And just pretty much try to move up. I mean, it's not going to be easy. These guys have been through a lot of combat. As you can imagine. So some of our guys have already made it into this area, but we need to keep pushing. Of course, they're going to be in those dachas. Yeah, sure enough. They're going to be in those dachas defending them, probably have some machine gun support, etc. So we really have to hope for the best, and obviously some AT guns strategically placed back there. That's going to be hard to take. But we're not going to give up, although it looks like... Oh! That's enemy artillery hitting our positions here. Our LSAH boys have taken so much damage in the defense of this region. For us to actually succeed with an attack, I admit it's going to be a little tougher. I think we're out of command points. Still a few. Get them, boys. See some gunshots actually erupting from the dacha there. Get them, boys. Nice. I think we'll be the ones to take them out. Look at these Soviets taking cover. And they have some machine guns. We don't want that getting to the front line. Nice. Good shooting, boys. It looks like we potentially may have killed some targets in the dacha here. We could get a look inside, kind of, through the window. It's going to be tough, though. Okay, here we go. More enemy contact over here this time. And that looks like it could be a tank. Burned out Stug, actually. So that's from one of our beautiful Stugs from previous battles. Still moving towards the house, though. It's really the main goal is to try and take some land back from the enemy. And we've still got combat going on here in the dacha. Thankfully, we have quite a few soldiers moving into this location. I think we'll be able to take over. Foya! Nice! The Luga as well. Well done. Got a few up here on top of the hill. And that would be a pretty basic place to set up. Oh, nice! Our Stug is firing a little bit. It's good to see the Soviets on the run for once. They've got some guns, not necessarily tanks, but they definitely have some guns over here. And in some positions like this tank right here, he's immobilized from a previous battle. Pretty much that engine, or not the engine, excuse me, the tracks are completely destroyed. So he's pretty much just providing overwatch at this point. Keep in mind, guys, if you enjoy this series, the best thing you can do for me right now, first of all, if you're new, subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of Graviteam tactics stuff, Mius front, original, you know, everything in between. We've done just about every single DLC in this game. And obviously, if you are a current member of the channel, please make sure to hit that like button and comment down below. Drop us a comment, whatever it is. Go LSAH. If you're not exactly the talkative type, just anything to boost us in the ratings. That's really gonna help us, friends, to move up in those ratings. Alright, let's see how this is going. I don't like that we're having to send Stola in front, but this is the way it's got to be for now. Got a few infantry on our flanks, our own infantry, of course, to hopefully take that house area. And that's an area we took before. For those of you that didn't see the story of what happened at this house, you'll have to check out the previous episode, episode 7. That was a really strong defensive location at one point, but now it no longer really exists. Come on. Got some more guys over here. What's going on? Oh, nice. Our Stug is still firing. So even though he's immobilized, one of our Stugs back here is doing an okay job. I'm happy that he can contribute to the war a little bit, at least. Yeah, that track is busted. It's pretty much just sitting on the snow there. We actually have 2 immobilized tanks. This location is going to be ours. There we go. Beautiful. Key point taken. That's what we wanted. We can't stop here, though. We cannot stop here. I'm going to grab all these units. The school is so far away. We could go to the farmstead. Try and grab that. We're going across open territory here. So what I'm going to do is try to move our boys over here first in an assault formation. So pretty much we have some bushes to cover us. Probably not enough, though, honestly. Nice, nice, nice. We need that concentric fire. Beautiful. The Stug firing away. And believe it or not, those rounds are pretty damn effective against infantry. Who would have thought, right? A massive explosive round. How could that be effective against infantry? Yeah, of course, of course. So we're pretty much using that Stug as an inf killer right now. And at this distance, it doesn't really matter that that turret can't move. He can pretty much zero in on just about any target he wants. All right. Yeah, we're going to be crossing the icy tundra for sure, guys, just to get to the school area. In fact, maybe we could... No, I don't really want to split these forces. I think we're going to have to take everybody we can get. So, guys, we'll return when we make some contact. And in fact, what I'm going to do is just fast move over there to the farmstead. I think it's all right. We got some enemy contact, and sure enough, that contact is right outside the farmstead. It looks like we had some enemies over here on our flank, pretty much just waiting for us to start attacking the area, and also some AT guns up there on the ridge. Well, it's not really a ridge, pretty much it's the tundra. This entire area is essentially tundra right now. So we're still pushing for that area, of course, and Stola is making the push on the infantry units right here. I want to get rid of them completely. Don't want to have to deal with enemies on our flank at all. And there's quite a few of them here. Come on. As you guys can see, there's that AT gun. Really trying to see if the infantry can pinpoint that and waste it before our tank, excuse me, our assault gun gets in the way. See some trenches here. Not sure if they're full trenches, though, because the enemies are outside of the trench for now. But obviously having trenches off on our right side would be deadly, although I think we'd be receiving a lot more fire. Oh, is that our tank? It is. Dershna's crew. No, it can't be him. He can't turn. Poor guy. Let's see if we can order a turn. No, we just can't. There's nothing we can do about that broken down track. It's actually other tank crews that were firing those rounds. Crew returns? What? Oh? Is that right? We potentially use this tank. Let's see. It looks like they're getting back into it. Although I think this could be one of the immobilized tanks as well, unfortunately. More enemy contact. Sure enough, it's going to be in this region. Look at that. A lot of enemy machine guns or mortars. Can't tell until we get up close and personal. It's not really endangering anybody, honestly. Watch out, Stola. He's definitely going for the kill on our assault gun. And not everybody wants to move into the town. They know what's waiting for them up there. Come on, Mena. There we go. That's a hit on the AT gun right there. Had to be by Stola. This guy has a tripod through his head. This is, occasionally you get issues when you play Graviteam. This is more of a medical issue, seems like. Alright, let's see Friedel. He's the, sort of the frontline attacker here of the, Liebstandarte. And as you can see, quite a lot of men making it over here to the farmstead, but they are approaching with caution, and I can't say I blame them. Yeah, we definitely have some Soviets in there. In the dachas waiting for us. We expected that, but we want to, of course, eliminate that threat quickly. Covering fire! Just lost a commander. Somebody throw a damn Stahlhandgranat in there. Finally hitting the building, but I was kind of hoping for maybe some explosives here. Nice. We will take this area if it costs us everything. It's also not helping, guys, that it's now daytime. As the battle was being played, the sun has come up, and it's a lot easier to see our troops. Let's put it that way. I'm just going to have Stola go this way. We see there's 2 AT guns right there. We're going to have to try and hit them before they hit us. With these locations, I would totally accept a truce. But no doubt the enemy knows that. And they're trying to keep us at bay as much as possible. And let's face it, they've lost a lot of territory here. Their commanders are not going to be very happy if they just let us take this area. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Good idea. Get rid of the rest of the Soviets there on our flank, if possible. Fix that wound, bandage it up. Guy's watching over him with his MP40 at least. Yeah, he's okay, but he definitely took a nasty hit there. We need this MG42 facing the enemy. There we go. Yes, getting that MG42 back definitely helps. Look at that, man. All that territory's ours, except Kotenkov. I didn't even realize that Kotenkov wasn't ours. We still have an enemy officer here. Oh man, Stola's taking some nasty hits. Yeah, I was worried about this. That's actually artillery. That's not AT guns. That's actually straight up artillery. Absolutely could be sufficient, if not to wipe him out entirely, at least to scare the hell out of his crew. For those of you that have been with me for a long time, you'll know that in Graviteam, if you actually manage to get a number of hits on a vehicle, especially when the vehicle is kind of away from his men, you can actually scare the crew into surrendering or abandoning that vehicle, even if you're not doing any damage, which here they definitely are. Yeah. Oh no, that was actually just our mortar, but nonetheless, I don't think Stola's life expectancy is very high here. Once we get on that farmstead, we could pretty much just dig into these dachas, for lack of a better word, and hopefully we can fire at all the enemies over there. Let's see how it's going. They're still being very cautious as they approach. You can see we lost a guy there, but most of our guys are just here with their weapons. One of them's got a PPSH. And that actually wasn't at all uncommon during the war for Germans to pick up superior Russian machine guns here. I mean, if you have to decide between a PPSH and a Kar-98, you're going to take that PPSH. Oh! I see enemies. Nope, that's our boys. Good. Some of our bravest men are over here by the old trench works. I don't know how effective he's going to be here, unless he gets a better trajectory. Ooh, Stoller. You have such pretty shooting abilities. There we go, the farmstead is ours. So at this point, I'm going on to plan B, which is... First of all, we want to overwhelm these guys. Let's just go ahead and let them do their work here. So we already have an attack order on those buildings, but at some point I want to get these guys into these buildings. Use that against the enemy. I would be pretty nervous if I were one of the Soviets right now. Alright, I'm going to order Stoller forward. Just order an assault. They seem to be a little scared to move, and I would be too, because look at that. Again, enemies in the dacha. We knew we were going to have enemies to deal with here. So before we get into this area properly, we're going to have to light this place up. Nice! That's a dead Soviet right through the wooden door of the dacha. And I think just about every round, even probably a rifle round for a Kar-98, is going to be able to go through wood. I could be wrong with that. If somebody wants to check me, perhaps one of our American viewers is a little more savvy with weaponry. I'm pretty sure that can go through a wooden door, man. Maybe not a wooden barn door, though. Nonetheless, it would be pretty devastating. Nice! Just saw an explosion there. Hoping that somebody threw a grenade. Although we're losing a lot of men just to take a tiny area. Get in there. Oh, man! Walked right in front of the door. And, of course, he got murked. Alright, see some smoke there. I think we're... No, that could be just a smoke grenade, actually. That's not an explosive round. They're just using their Kar-98s. They might not have any actual grenades left, considering all the fighting they've been doing. Oh, we got one of them running up here. We did hit him. Nice. He executed him. Excellent job there. So some of them are getting out of the dacha, trying to run away. There's panic on our side, but there's panic on their side too. Come on, work on that firing, boys. Work on that aim. Let none escape, boys. They'll only kill us tomorrow. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Nice! Nice. Got one of the machine gunners there, and he's down for good. Surprised if we don't have any captives taken, actually. Because if I were the Soviets in this position, I would be pretty damn scared. We're going to just try to hit any of them out there in the open. Well, hopefully our guys have enough morale for that to occur, because it looks like right now they're not really firing much. They were firing at the guys in the village, but things have gotten a little more complicated now. But we got a few shots going off. Car 98, etc., but no heavy machine guns. Oh my god. So that's why they're not firing. Keep it up. Keep it up, son. That's a concern over here to the western part of the village. Still some enemies. I'm trying to think if maybe a retreat is the best option. Just because, you know, frankly, none of the important victory points are here in enemy territory. But since we've been getting harassed so badly here, I think you guys understood sort of the general idea behind getting that tank to attack was, you know, we figured we have the advantage here. We've got the armor now. We should try and waste as many Soviets as possible. But now I'm starting to think, you know what, maybe, just maybe, we'd be better off just staying there and waiting for the Soviet attack to end. Though I don't expect that would have happened very quickly. Some decent positioning here, but nobody wants to give away their location. See, we got that MG42 ready to go, but he ain't moving. Take a look here at the perspective of the Soviets. We definitely got a few hits out there. You can see the blood trails, a few bodies, maybe one body, but I'm sure if we got closer, there would be more than one. Nice! That's what we need. Brave men like this one here. Although, unfortunately, his bravery got him a bullet in the helmet. Right through the head. It's tough for everyone on this battle, folks. See that machine gun ripping through, but we gotta get it to fire in this general area. A few more rounds and he will find his target. You know what? I think we should set this gun up. Just want to make sure we're selecting the gun only. Try to get it up here. Oh! Nasty shot there. Really nasty shot. Give it to him, boys. Get that machine gun going. There we go. Yes. It's not exactly hitting target, but, you know, it's the idea that counts, right? The thought that counts, I should say. So many Soviets out there, man, and it's interesting because they had those trench works that they could have set their men up in, but they instead put their men all the way over here outside of the farmstead. I'm assuming that this is a pretty valuable location for them. Look at that, got some Soviets running away from the farmstead area. Evacuating that building. Let's hope that these troops can get some shots on them, though. Let's see where our tank is. Wait a minute. Oh, there he is, Stola. Just take a look here at their lines. Oh yeah, we definitely got some Soviets down here. There's plenty more of them, though. Plenty more where that came from. And I hear some mortar attacks from the Soviets on our men. Oh man, they were just waiting for that that open position there. Hopefully, they've got a lot of captains here, commanders, etc. Hopefully we can do something about it. Look at that, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 I count. So I don't want to go ahead and flee yet. I want to see if we can't kill all of those officers. And sure enough, enemies asking for a ceasefire. Now, considering we have some pretty decent locations, I'm tempted to take it. But seeing as they've got all of those damn officers out there, man, I might just keep on fighting for a little bit longer. Problem is, we're going to suffer for this as well. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and accept that ceasefire. Especially since we still have about 30 seconds to go ahead and try and make a difference. But I think we've taken enough locations. Again, the Graviteam system for victories and defeats is pretty weird, so it still might come up as a defeat. But the enemy offered it. I mean, I think, you know, come on now. Let's be fair. Let's see what sort of casualties we have. All right, yeah, it did come up as a defeat. So 13 dead on our side, 14 dead on the enemy side, 59 heavily wounded on our side, 48 on their side, but more wounded in general on the enemy side. Now we want to jump to the map and see where we stand. It's going to be pretty tough here, guys. I think that's going to be the end of the actual campaign. We are in turn 6 of 8, and as you can see here, because of that, we did manage to hold these areas, but the enemy pushed through and grabbed these 2 other locations. This very well could be the end of the campaign, so if we don't upload another episode, you'll understand why. There's not much else we can do here, and that tank is arriving on turn 8. The question would be, do we want to show the actual battle of this tank? But I'm going to call it the end of this particular operation here. And you can take a look here, guys, at the different amount of men lost on our side. About 110 killed on our side, 171 killed on the Soviet side. Very, very interesting fight. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching this series. And if you guys have any suggestions for future series for Graviteam Tactics or Graviteam Tactics Mius Front, let me know in the comments down below. We'll make it happen. Danke, my friends.